Hello from Magic Land Farms. I thought you might be interested in seeing some of our peaches this year. Despite the drought, there are actually still some around. We're actually in the process of thinning them. Now, when it comes to peaches, they have to be mechanically thinned. In other words, somebody has to come out here and literally thin them. These are getting a little bit large to actually start to thin, but it's still worth us to thin them because they will get a little bit larger and it'll prevent the tree from basically killing itself by having too much weight and breaking. Very common with the peaches. Not so much for the apples, but very common for peaches. So, interesting fact about peaches when thinning them is that it's kind of hard to over thin them. A peach tree would have, like you're seeing here, quite a few peaches on it. Even if it didn't break all the branches, you would say, oh, I can just guess, let's say 50 pounds with the peaches. Now, if I take off 50% of these peaches, I'm not going to be ending up with 25 pounds. I'll still have 50 pounds worth of peaches. They'll just be that much bigger. So it's really beneficial to thin out your peaches because it doesn't reduce your actual weight or poundage that you get off of them. It just makes them so much easier to use. It is possible to over thin them. I mean, you can always take all the peaches off and you won't get any. But basically having them like one peach every 10 or so inches on the branch is a good number. I mean, each variety is going to be a little different and your market is going to be a little different, what you actually want them for. So that's pretty much what I do, is about 10 inches, which is from finger to finger here, usually. So like a branch here with a cluster of, you probably can't see it really well, but there's like a cluster of 5 or so. Those do need to be removed until there's like 1 to 2 on that branch. Apple trees do need to be thinned, but, or I should say, if you want a larger apple, they're different. Most of the industry is different compared to the peaches. Peaches, you thin by hand or with a wiffle bat, or they also use drills with surgical tubing at the end. Those are usually used to remove flower buds, but it's probably a really good method of thinning, but I actually prefer taking the fruit off. That way I know I'm not over thinning. When it comes to the apples, they do a lot of chemical thinners. That's just a chemical that would usually naturally abort or get rid of some of the more weaker apples and so forth to help them. I don't do that. I haven't really needed to. There are some times when I have too many apples, and I have broke some branches, like last year I had some break, but overall it's not that big a deal for me. But that's what you can do, chemical thinning with apples. It's not possible with the peaches. So that makes, it's one reason why peaches are so expensive, because they're a very labor intensive crop. Well, I just wanted to make a quick little snapshot of what we do here at Magic Land Farms. So thank you for watching. And we're still in our drought, so if you could please pray for some rain. Well, hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye, and subscribe, please.